everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 1964, the Emergence of Godzilla version. This version of Godzilla comes from the 1964 film Mothra vs. Godzilla. To learn more about the history of the film, check out my review of the original S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 1964. To see a larger and absolute accurate version of Godzilla 1964, check out my review of X Plus Toho 30cm series Godzilla 1964 Diamond Reissue. This particular version of Godzilla 1964 is known as the Emergence of Godzilla version, replicating Godzilla's look when he first emerged from the ground. Be sure to check out the 1964 film Mothra vs. Godzilla. It is absolutely fantastic. S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 1964, the Emergence of Godzilla version, is another fantastic release in the S.H.MonsterArts line. Godzilla has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, a fantastic accessory, and a great range of articulation. First, let's admire the box, and then take a look at Godzilla himself. Godzilla has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The mouth can open up. The shoulders can rotate a full 360 degrees. Now, you do have to be mindful about the shoulder joints on this figure. They're very tight, so do be careful of that. The elbows have a very nice bend. There's also an elbow swivel. The hands are on ball joints, so we can tilt spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. If we spin around to the back, as you can see, yes, the infamous dorsal fin gap has returned in this figure since it is a repaint. So you'll have to finesse Godzilla's upper torso to close this gap as much as possible. Moving down to the legs, we can kick forwards about this much, backwards this much, and come out to the sides for a nice split. We have a slight bend in the knees. The feet can tilt and swivel. The toes are slightly articulated. And then finally, we have Godzilla's nice, long, multi-segmented tail that has an absolutely fantastic range of articulation. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Godzilla turned out to be absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have the signature Muscular head sculpt. At the top of the head, we can see the very nicely detailed and textured scales. This time around, the scales have a charcoal black paint app with dirt weathering all over Godzilla's body. We have the signature large Muscular prominent eyebrows that seamlessly transition down to the snout. The eyes are very well done. The eyes are white with black pupils. Around the eye, there's a cloudy dome to represent the hazy eyes of Muscular. With this version, I noticed the eyes are not as cloudy as our original MonsterArts Godzilla 1964. Moving down to the mouth, the teeth are very nicely done. The teeth are individually sculpted with a nice dirty bone paint app. The inside of the mouth and tongue are nicely detailed with a dirty flesh tone paint app. Moving down, the chest and arms have a nice muscular dirty scaly sculpt. The claws have a nice sharp sculpt with a dirty bone paint app. The legs also have a nice muscular sculpt with the dirty scales continuing. The feet have the signature Muscular web-like sculpt with a dirty bone paint app for the toenails. Spin around to the back, we have the dorsal fins. The dorsal fins start from the top of the back of the head and gradually become large as we come down the back. The tops of the dorsal fins have a very dirty brownish gray paint app that transitions to a dirty charcoal black paint app as we reach the bases of the dorsal fins. As we move down the back, the dorsal fins peak, become smaller, and taper off as we reach the end of the tail. The tail has a fantastic segmented sculpt with the dirty scales continuing. Underneath the tail, we can see some slightly smoother, dirty, scaly details. As a whole, Godzilla Emergence version turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The new extra dirty paint apps on Godzilla look fantastic and are a nice ode to the film. Now I am happy to have this figure, but I think this is the figure they should have released in the first place. If it wasn't for the effect part, I was going to skip this release. Let's hope repaint season ends for the MonsterArts line with the upcoming King Ghidorah repaint. Now, let's take a look at Godzilla's one accessory. Godzilla comes with one Atomic Breath effect part and one stand. The Atomic Breath effect part has a fantastic flame-like sculpt that is a fantastic replication of Godzilla's Atomic Breath from the film. The stand is your typical Act 4 stand with an articulated neck. I really wish they would have included some type of unique base for this effect part to spice things up. If you have the Godzilla Effect 2 set, then it won't be a problem. To set this all up, peg the Atomic Breath effect part into the neck of the stand, align the completed setup with Godzilla's mouth, and that's it. Now, Godzilla can use his Atomic Breath to destroy the city or wipe out Mothra. Now that we have Godzilla's one accessory out of the way, let's compare Godzilla with the original Godzilla 1964 and then do some size comparisons. To conclude the review, S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 1964, the Emergence of Godzilla version, is another fantastic release in the S.H.MonsterArts line. Godzilla has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, a fantastic accessory, and a great range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I absolutely recommend picking this figure up. Also, be sure to check out the 1964 film Mothra vs. Godzilla. It is absolutely fantastic. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Check out the Facebook fan page and also follow me on Instagram. Like, comment, and subscribe.